Some people call it a lifestyle, some kind of people call it a job. I never thought I would go to some of the countries I have been to. I never would have thought I would be going to the Middle East or going to Europe. So I think triathlon has opened that up for me. I think it can bring out the best in people.
Hayden Wilde was the main danger now.
I've been in Abu Dhabi for the last, it's coming up 3 weeks now, so yeah, time's definitely flowing pretty quick. I've really enjoyed my time in Abu Dhabi. Like, the facilities here are like unreal. Like, I've never kind of had the opportunity to go to a 50-meter pool and like have a lane to myself and come to the biking trails around. Like, you can just put your head down and not worry about traffic or cars or lights. You can just go forever around the tracks around here. It's just like, it's amazing. There's not a lot of places where you can go on like an F1 course at night and ride around. So I've had the opportunity to do that a few times, and after I finish all my training, like visit the mosques or go wakeboarding or do some crazy stuff and go fishing and stuff. And yeah, I think there's so much more to do. Like, I think I've only really scratched the surface of the sport aspect. I'd love to kind of do a lot more exploring, and yeah, I've really enjoyed my time, and like, honestly, like 3 weeks has gone pretty quick, to be fair. The triathlon is normally the first event, so I was the first medalist for New Zealand for Tokyo. So because the first one you kind of always remember. So like back home, like you kind of turn into like a household name in a way. It's a pretty small country, so yeah, everyone kind of knows you now, which is quite funny. But I think everyone was at the local the fishing club, and they had it on the big screen, and yeah, they were just going crazy. They loved it, Living out of a suitcase, going from hotel to hotel, always packing your bike, unpacking your bike, and yeah, it might be glitz and glamour on the race day, but it's pretty average living, to be honest, out of a suitcase. So yeah, I'm definitely looking to try and find a base in Europe to call home, but yeah, it's been pretty tough. You know, you're away from your family all the time, but I'm super lucky to kind of have a second family in Europe with my girlfriend in Belgium. You kind of go over there and stay at the family house, and you kind of just, you know, feel like you're part of the family, which has been a huge kind of thing to have. Miss my family a lot when I'm away. You know, you don't see mum all the time, or my two big brothers. They've kind of been real, you know, I guess big in my career since I've been young. And I guess, yeah, my dad passed away about 14 years ago as well, so to not kind of have him around has always been tough, but to have my two brothers and my stepdad's always been really, really good. So we've got a group chat, and there's a lot of banter. They kind of keep me level-headed, and they always, you know, give me a lot of crap as well, which is really nice, especially with my grandparents as well. It's quite funny. Like, there's this wall, it's a massive wall, and it's just like photos galore of me, and there's like maybe a few of my brothers, and it's just stuff like that is really funny. New Zealand loves a good coffee, so I kind of like cruise around with my coffee kit and always try and make a nice little coffee. It reminds me of home a little bit, and have my special mug from New Zealand. Like, early on in the season, you kind of take as many snacks from home, and you kind of hope that overseas you find some New Zealand snacks. So they normally only last for about a month. Alex and I, the rivalry's it's been really, really cool actually. I've really enjoyed it personally. You know, we both started, I remember a photo actually, but if we take it back to Super League, we both raced it when we first kind of was starting to kind of get that experience. So back in, I think it was 2018, we both got invited to the Jersey race, and we were actually, they put us together in the hotel room because you kind of normally buddy up with another athlete. So my first person was Alex, so that was the first time I actually properly got to know him and meet him. and the relationship out of the sport started from there, and the rivalry started kind of from there as well. And we both have pretty much progressed exactly the same throughout the last 4 years, which has actually been really cool. Like, you know, we're around the same age, and I've always got him to kind of race against. Having some really good battles on the race course is also even better. It pushes us both, and I think it wakes us both up every day to be the better athletes. So to kind of have that rivalry, and then now to finish up in Abu Dhabi in the grand final on Yas Island, to whoever crosses the line wins the world title is a pretty cool experience for sure. I think triathlon is an extraordinary sport. Like, I think it can bring out the best in people. It's brought the best out of me to be extraordinary, I guess, in a way. But also I think it brings out a lot of kind of characteristics that you never thought you would have, like pushing yourself to places you've never been, taking you on adventures or meeting people and meeting new friends of the sport. And yeah, it's kind of like such a nice environment to be a part of for sure.